matters, but that is such a lie. Every one vote matters. You should go out and vote if you're 18 or older. This election affects law. Your voice does matter. If you don't vote, let's say Donald Trump has one more person. If you don't vote one more against Donald Trump, he might become the president. And for the Republicans, if one more person votes Hillary Clinton, then Hillary Clinton's going to be president. I think it's important for you to vote for what you believe in and not just stay at home and let other people making the decisions for you. This was a land of opportunity. I feel like if Trump runs, this world is already kind of enough messed up. He can make it even worse. And Donald Trump, you have fans too. I'm not saying this to offend you. I want someone honest and truthful to run this country, even though I'm not huge for Hillary Clinton. I just think, she gotta go with your gut. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm lay down in bed. I'll eat some nachos. Shouldn't you be out there voting? No. That's what happens if you don't vote. You get taken down, Mortal Kombat slam. We want our kids to grow up in a very happy, nice place for them to live a great life, and we need to fix that, and we need a good person to run this country. Go out and vote!
My name is Ashley, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all are staying safe and trying to make the best of these uncertain times. Now, speaking of uncertain, I can actually tell you one thing that is for certain, and that is your right to vote. Now, with 2020 being such a crucial and important presidential election year, come this November, anyone that's eligible to vote in the state of Pennsylvania should be registered. So, today is your lucky day, because if you're not, I'm going to be showing you how to register using the online voter registration tool. So, get your pens and paper, or if you'd like, you can open your web browser and follow along. See you at the end. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is open up your internet browser and type in www.votespa.com. That's VOTESPA.com. From there, you're going to select Register to Vote. Once you select this option, a drop-down menu will appear. From the drop-down menu, you want to select Register to Vote. This should be the first option on the menu. From there, a new page will open where you want to select Register to Vote. Now we're on the application page. Just make note of that deadline, which is October 19th. That's the last day you have to register before the November 3rd election. Also, please make note of the eligibility requirements. If you don't meet those two requirements, then there's no need for you to continue. Now you're going to put in your first, last name, middle name, or initial is optional. You also want to enter a suffix, optional as well. Next, we're getting to the eligibility. If you answer no to either of these questions, then there's also no need for you to continue. Next, we're putting in our reason. So for us, we're going to select the first box, which is new registration. Next, you're going to enter your date of birth, sex, your race, which is optional, phone number, email address, and your home address. That's the good stuff. Next, they want to know your mailing address. You can skip this part if your mailing address is the same as your home address. Now, they want to identify you. So you can either enter in your driver's license or state ID number. If you don't have those, you can enter in the last four of your social. And if you don't have that, you want to check that box. This part right here, number 8, is pretty important. You want to select your political party affiliation. If none, that's fine. But you want to make sure you do your research to select the correct party. Next is voting assistance. Here's where you'll put whether or not you require voting assistance at the polls. Section 10 is not for us because we're new registers. 11 is a declaration. Here is where you're going to read this declaration, verifying that all the information you put is true to the best of your knowledge, and you want to select that box once you've read and agreed to the terms. Here is the penalty for falsifying declaration. This is just a warning letting you know what will happen if they find out that you lied on your application. Here's where you enter the name and address and telephone number of someone who helped you. This is optional to be a poll worker. Annual ballot request. You only need to fill this out if you want a mail-in ballot. If you check that box, you'll need to answer number 15. Next, you're going to select I'm not a robot. That's because we're not robots. We're humans and we're first-time voters. From there, you're going to select continue. Now, look at that. We've made it to the review page. Here, you're going to review all your information. If anything is wrong, you want to select the edit. If everything is okay and it's accurate, then we're going to select submit. And there you have it. You're all finished. That's it. It was so easy, right? So now after you submitted your application, you just basically wait to get your voter registration card in the mail. And once you get it, it'll look something like this, where they'll give you two. One is in English, one is in Spanish. I'm actually thinking that it'll look something like this. I've gotten mine a while ago. It'll also list on there where your polling place is, so you'll know where to go. So you shouldn't have to like call around and try to find out where to go. It should list it on your voter registration card. So with that, I just want to say that in conclusion, having the right to vote is extremely important. You know, it's your way of being heard in a country that's so damn loud. So just imagine your voice coming out from all of this loud noise and you actually getting a chance to be heard. And voting is a right that some of us didn't have once upon a time. And for instance, my grandma was one of those people who at one point wasn't allowed to vote. So I actually make voting a priority because I do it for me and her, even though she's now no longer living. But I still, you know, whenever I go to vote, I think about my grandma. So I just want you guys to remember that when you do go to vote this year, any year, just remember that voting is your voice. Thank you.